Okay, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Give yourself a round of applause, please. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for Ro for hosting. This is so wonderful, and thank you for all the comics. And I'm very grateful for Oleg for bringing his entire extended family out tonight. Very grateful for that. I mean, I'm used to performing in front of white crowds, but Jesus, this is beyond me. So let's get into it, guys. Anybody listen to that new Taylor Swift record?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. What's the general consensus? No. People other than the fan. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a fine record, but now I know what it's like to have Travis Kelce's cock inside me, which not quite sure how great I feel about that. Anyway, on to bigger and better things, although I don't know how much bigger it gets than that. On to bigger and better things. I'm getting married. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like I've been getting married for the last 3 Zack and Ro shows. Maybe by the next one I will be married. Let's see if we can make that happen. I'm marrying a girl from Wisconsin. She's my fiance. I've been with her for 7 years, yes. For the first 3, my parents did think she lived on a farm. Not everybody in Wisconsin lives on a farm. You know, she'd bring gifts to the house and they'd be like, "Oh, Annie, this is some wonderful cheese. Did you make it?" I just want to play into it. I just want to be like, "Yes." After she herds the chickens in the morning, Annalise heads to the well to fetch a pail of water. And then at noon, it's time to churn the butter and read scripture before her afternoon nap. She said Wisconsin, not Amish country. Jesus. There are cities, there are suburbs. Come on, people. One of the quintessential aspects of having a female partner never mind how I phrase that. One of the quintessential aspects is getting blamed for things that other men do. Like whenever a male celebrity over 40 cheats on his wife with a much younger woman, so like every single day, I get a glance and a comment. But you wouldn't do that, right, Zack? Well, I don't know, you keep bringing it up. It's starting to sound kind of appealing. I even get blamed for things that fictional characters do. So like, for example, I smoke a lot of weed, right? That's relevant to the story. And we were watching this show, and in this show, a mother and a father bring their unconscious 6-year-old child into the ER, right? And it's revealed in the show that the reason that this child is unconscious is because he got into the father's stash of weed gummies. The look I got from my fiance. You'd think I'd put ricin in a child's cereal like Walter White. And I reassured her, I calmed her down. I said, "Hey, listen, I might smoke a lot, but I would never endanger my own child. I would never endanger anybody else's child by a stupid mistake like that. But if I gotta lock up my weed, you gotta lock up your crochet yarn, because that's a choking hazard, right? Come on." Obviously, the show I'm talking about is the Pitt.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a pretty popular show. It seems like everybody's watching it, but I think I can make one change to that show and make it so that nobody would watch it. And no, I'm not talking about race swapping the characters, no. What I would do is I would change it from an ER, an emergency room, to an emergency vet. Sick animals, sick pets going in and out. That's terrible. Nobody would watch that show. Okay, maybe Christy Nome would watch that show, but that's pretty much it. I'm getting sick and tired of all these purity bros. Do we know the purity bros? No alcohol, no drugs, no sex, no masturbation. Listen, I've been 10 years old once. I'm not looking to do it again. And no, these people, they're like, "Oh, by not masturbating, I've gained a level of enlightenment, and I've reached inner peace." Listen, what you're talking about is called no-nut clarity, and that's not a thing, okay? These Gen Zers, they don't like to smoke, they don't like to, they don't like to drink, and I do smoke and drink, but I don't do hard drugs. I've done cocaine maybe once or twice. My parents are here, they're just learning that for the first time, unfortunately. But I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in doing it again, not really because of the health effects, but more because I'm worried it's going to turn me into Gary Vee. Quit your day job! Success! What are you doing with your life? If you don't know who Gary Vee is, lucky you. Continue to not know who he is. You hear about this AI actress? Yeah, they have an AI actress now. Talent agents are looking to book and hire the AI actress. Something I find deeply ironic, because if there's one job that should be replaced by AI, it's talent agents. Yeah, they even give this actress a name. They call her Tilly Norwood. They give her a first and a last name. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I am disturbed by the idea that Tilly Norwood would be taking the job from a real human being. Unless she wants mine. She can have mine. And in fact, I think we should all just give up and give our jobs to Tilly Norwood.
Woo!
Seriously.
Yeah!
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
She'd kill it in any sector, honestly. She could be in the business world. Hey, Tilly, it's Tilly. Did you get that report I sent last night? She could kill it in sports. Tilly Norwood drives down the lane, passes down to Norwood, in for the slam. It's a team, an entire basketball team of just Tilly Norwoods. They're probably not making the playoffs. They're probably not making the play-in, frankly. Notice that a lot of people are going to ChatGPT with all their problems now.
Woo!
Because they can't afford therapy, right?
Yeah.
And, ChatGPT, because it doesn't have a soul, just regurgitates and reaffirms everything you think and believe. And I'm like, damn, ChatGPT, that's not your job. That's ketamine's job. Am I right? Come on. Yeah, I talk about ketamine in my sets sometimes. Not for positive reasons, though. I actually lost a friend to ketamine addiction. Okay, he's not dead, he's in Portland, but that's like basically the same thing. Yeah, this guy got so deep in the K, he started saying stuff like, I can read minds. I can predict the future. The only thing you couldn't tell is that I would stop talking to him. And now he's in Portland. Lord knows what he's up to. I have no idea what he's doing. Probably ketamine. I'm not a betting man, but I'd place a bet on that. I'll leave you with this one, guys. Shout out to Helen Keller, right? Give a round of applause for Helen Keller. Give it to me right now. That's what I'm talking about. You know, to me, Helen is a consummate pro, an all-time great. You know, you got the GOAT debate, LeBron, Jordan, Keller. Apparently one time Helen heckled during a speech. Completely unfazed. Will you believe that, guys? All right, I've been Zack. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a great rest of your night. Appreciate you.